here's the deal. I feel like over time, I saw it increase with the roles of women increased dramatically. But there was a time at the beginning of my tenure there that we had an, an expert come in and talk about sexual harassment. And all the guys, all the photographers just went out and made fun of it after it was over. And then after a few days, they would do another joke about it and then another joke about it. And so one day I walked into the news director's assistant, and she was probably in her 60s or 70s at that time. And she said, Foxy, or Jan, come here. What's all this talk about sexual harassment? Why, honey, at my age, I would welcome a little. So I thought, okay, here we go. On one of my first trips with Frank McDermott, I hope he's watching, the photographer, he said, I don't know why they hired you here. We thought they should have hired Miriam Hernandez. I said, well, if I had been the news director, I would have hired Miriam Hernandez too, and just kept right on going. So all along there were jokes, there were put downs, there were things that happened. And in the old days, the way women like me would do, what we would do with that is we would play with it. We would tease back. I say, look, you're talking to your grandma. I'm old enough to be your grandma. Don't give me that stuff. Go find a young honey to play that on. We would play back with it. And then after a while, that was really just buying in. So I had a little tiny code of silence for a while when they did some of those things. And then I also, toward the very end, I would say, come on, you have a bunch of new young women coming in here, treat them right. And by that time it had eased out. And by that time, all the flasks that they kept in their desk drawers were gone. So it changed over time.